Alright, today we have the truth about the Rell Seas release. A lot of you guys have been expecting it for a very long time. You know, they've said some things that have thrown people off and made them expect the game earlier, but today we're gonna talk about, like, the truth, bro. The truth about the release. Now, this actually did come from some semi-new news, but yeah, that's what we're gonna talk about today. So, if you do end up liking the video, please do not stop yourself from liking and subscribing. You know, it would help me out a lot. You can get more videos like this, and join the Discord server link in the description below if you do want to join my crew, not just for Rell Seas, for other upcoming games as well. Even New Moon game that closed down a day after it released, bro. Anyways, so if we go to the Rell Seas news right here. Okay, it was an announcement. Anyways, happy birthday, Rell Bad, bro. Okay, so we see right here, says we're removing gold subs within November. We've been stockpiling combat content to test with red testers and blue testers. Previously, we'd only test in waves. And then their old method was basically to have a small focus, test it, and then, you know, fix what's wrong, continue the development. Now, it's big content, lots of content, test it, fix it, finalize. So I guess they're not as worried about being perfect anymore is what I got from this. Because, you know, or at least being, like, just being perfect to the point where it's like pushing back the game. As stated, we'll be conducting gold and silver testing phases once we finished red and blue testing, which is gold plus, silver plus. It's a thing you had to have sub for, I think, a year or 10 months or something, and you got gold plus. So they're gonna start that up. And then they say they have, like, what they're testing down here. Main menu test, customization, mission 1/tutorial test, combat mechanic test, ship combat test, sea beast hunting test, and maybe C1, which is what threw me off. Because it's like, wait a minute. All this stuff is really starting out, right? If we're not even at C1 testing, then the game is definitely not releasing this year. A lot of you probably already know this, just common sense, right? But a lot of you have seen what they've been saying, 2025 release. Maybe last year they said if they don't have any major bugs, they're releasing in 2024. And you guys went with that, and that's what you kept saying, kept saying, kept saying, kept saying. But with every game that's been upcoming, just development in general, I guess, there is always stuff that's gonna happen that throws games off. Maybe they get off track, something big happens, and it gets delayed. So that is probably what's happening again. 2025 is most likely definitely on, like, just if 2025 release happens, I'll do like a life savings giveaway. Like, bro, it's just not happening, right? So get your hopes back down, get your hopes grounded, and yeah. But I'm pretty sure they did say earlier, like in the year, that instead of release being 2025, I'm pretty sure they said that they'll have CC in 2025. Now CC is, I'm pretty sure, gold, silver plus. Like they say testing phase here, but I'm pretty sure that CC is gold plus, silver plus, you know, event winner 3, all those types of things. But yeah, so I'm pretty sure that's CC, I think. But I mean, man, even CC, bro, we need it. We need something. Just the platform overall this year has been terrible, right? We've had games like Steal a Brain Rot Takeover, Plants vs. Brain Rots, just absolutely just slop games, right? Slop games. Deep Oaken's still standing. Deep Oaken is actually doing pretty good right now. I think it has, like, last time I was on, it had like 18K, 18.5K, doing pretty well. But that's really about it, and that's really been about it, right? I mean, we had Type Soul too, but Type Soul's release was absolutely horrendous. So much wrong, so many bugs. Fairy Tail Re, if you guys know about that, just don't even want to talk about that. New Moon closed down a day after it released for playtest. Like, we can't even get a playtest anymore, bro. We cannot even get a playtest, bro. So, like, Rell Seas, bro, come on, bro. We need something, man. We need movie 3, you know, we need something, some type of something. People eat it up, bro. I'm telling you. But overall, now we could talk about when this game is going to release, but is that really, like, even does that have a point of doing, right? I guess for the people who really want, like, an estimate from a random, basically, I'm no dev, but I guess, bro, I guess let's use our brains here, bro. Just based off of this maybe C1 statement, no 2025. Unless they just don't want to have a C1 test, like, at all, then I just don't see a 2025 release. But, you know, hey, bro, if copers want to cope and say, hey, well, well, maybe they're not doing C1 tests. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead and do you, man. Go ahead and do you. Then I'm gonna no C1 test, kind of crazy. So we're expecting that, right? Maybe a C2 test. I don't know. Maybe just a C1 test. Maybe a C2 test. If there's a C2 test, we go even longer. Now, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if this game does release in the summer of 2026. But that is a stretch for a lot of you guys. I'd say like March, April, maybe. We get CC release December, January, something like that. And then we have a game for the summer. Recently, we haven't really gotten much talking about a release or anything, you know? Just like that they've been working on stuff and getting it done. And that's good. It's not bad, but like, yeah. I mean, we haven't really got too much on the release, what's happening, as in testing aspect, right? Besides this announcement. So, but yeah, bro. I mean, August, September, October, November, December, who knows when it releases. At this point, I'm just glad that, you know, the game hasn't stopped progressing and that we will eventually get a game and eventually it will be worth it. From what I've been seeing, from what you guys have been seeing, from what we've all been seeing, this game looks amazing. So I'll just be glad when it comes out. But yeah, is there much to say? That's really about it. It's all from me. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Again, like and subscribe if you guys do want more content like this. And if you did like the video, join the Discord server, link in the description below. If you do want to join my crew for Rell Seas / other upcoming games. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.